So are you struggling with going to gatherings or family events because there's certain expectations that you need to fall into or align into during those events that are not aligned with you anymore? In today's video, I'm going to go into a few steps that you can take to stay more aligned and connected with yourself. So thank you for joining me. I'm Amy C. with You Finding You. I'm an intuitive and transformational coach, and I help you step into your truth, into your alignment, and being true to and being and living that purpose in yourself. So continuing the theme this week on staying aligned through and during the holidays, through all these events and things that you are going to or being a part of. And today's video, I wanted to go into these expectations that are put on us or that we put on ourselves. So the first thing to start noticing is, what are those expectations? If you go to your family gathering or you go to friends gatherings, whatever it is, what kind of expectations do you feel that are being either put on you or you are putting on yourself? Like, are you a people pleaser? So you fall into this pattern of wanting others to, feel a certain way around you, or you want to please them by doing things that they need. And again, noticing this pattern, is that something that you're doing? Are you someone that wants to keep the peace between others, or have this feeling of everything is okay with us? Again, just noticing these patterns that you are falling into when you're with this dynamic. And or maybe this is a pattern that is in your life and you already do this when you're with others or in gatherings. But the first step is just noticing those things and then noticing why you do it. Is it, again, like out of this idea of people pleasing? Do you want others to like you? Do you need that feeling of, this is how I'm accepted in the group, or I belong if I do these things for other people? And then, do these align with who you are and who you want to be? Are you changing yourself? Again, using the people pleasing idea, are you changing yourself so that you get these people to like you, you feel part of the group? Is that true to being who you want to be? And is that true in yourself? Because then as you start to notice, oh, you're doing these things to actually get other people to like you, accept you, to feel like you belong, but is that really true to who you want to be? And if it is not true to who you want to be, start looking within. As you step into this place inside of yourself and start to go, this is who I am, you'll be attracting in those people that want to be with who you are being. And it will shift a dynamic in your family unit as well. As you step into being that, you will shift how they view you, but also how they interact with you. And an example as well, years ago, I was celebrating my mother's birthday, and I was traveling from New York to my brother's place in Texas. And my parents were going to be there, and then all of us were going to celebrate together her birthday. And it was really important for my mother, and I was kind of like, I'm just doing this trip to, like all the way to Texas, do this trip to celebrate her birthday. And I knew it was important for her. So I then shifted my attitude around this, like, it's inconveniencing me, I'm having to do this. It's like, this is important for her. So I want it to be a fun weekend. Like, I actually want to enjoy this weekend rather than me being in a place of, I gotta do this, and it actually shifted the whole weekend, because I was in a place then of, I want to have fun. I want to enjoy this. And when we went out for dinner, we actually had such a fun evening, and we got creative and playful. And again, it's because I set that intention beforehand, before I even left on the trip, of I want this to be a fun weekend. I want this to be enjoyable with the family, rather than me being in this place of I don't really want to do this. So before even going into these gatherings, before meeting with the family, what kind of situation would you like out of it? In my case, it was having fun, but you could also just have something like, I want ease through this. I want to feel just in a place of, it's easy, or just a place of having connection, but not giving up your own boundaries and not giving into those expectations and changing and shifting yourself, but being in a place of intending that this is what I would like for the weekend. So I didn't give up my own integrity for the weekend. I actually stepped more into my power. And again, as I did that, then the people around me shifted and changed. Like we ended up being a different dynamic together. And again, the example I gave in the previous video, where I started to see things differently, acting differently, then I came to the gathering differently, so then people interacted with me that way, rather than me being like, I don't want to be here, okay, let's leave as soon as I can. Two, I actually want to engage with people, I'm more chatty, and people are then more engaged with me. So as you show up differently, the people around you will show up differently. So again, before going to the gatherings or the family events or whatever it is that you're doing, be aware of your own expectations, their expectations, but then changing that for yourself. What does it mean in yourself? Do you have to fall into the patterns that you are used to and just do automatically? You can shift and change those things. As well, setting intentions before going into the gathering and like, this is what I really intend. And it wasn't a forceful, like, I want this, I have to have this. Instead, it was, for the example I gave of going to my mother's birthday, it was just like, I just want to have fun. And it happened, it evolved into, I have an energy inside of me of just having fun, so let's just have fun this weekend. Rather than forcing or making it happen, it just evolved and happened. So again, setting those intentions, but allowing it to be this energy within inside of you, and then that is what comes forward. And again, you being that energy, you being that different presence will shift things around you as well. So again, you cannot change the other people around you, make them into something different, but you can start to shift and change who you are being and who you are showing up as. So noticing and seeing who you want to be, who you want to show up as during these different events and different holiday gatherings. So thank you guys for joining me. If you are enjoying and getting value out of these videos, do hit that like, share, and subscribe. And thank you again. I'll see you in the next video.